Welcome back to Real Life Reviews, and in this video we're looking at the MET Trenta road helmet. It comes in two versions. It comes in the 3K carbon, Trenta 3K carbon, which we have here, and in the non-carbon version. So we're going to look at the differences between the two, and they are pretty obvious, as in the title. We're going to look at the similarities because they are basically the same helmet, and therefore we'll look at the structure and what makes this helmet such a good helmet, and it is a good helmet. And we're also going to make a bit of comment about comparing this with the Manta, which is MET's other aero road helmet. Let's head straight to the elephant in the room, for want of a better term: carbon. It's not a carbon shell, that's not what that means. What it does mean is that there is a carbon cage inside, and what that does is it adds to the safety element of the helmet. It has a second benefit as well, in that it takes advantage of the elastic modulus of the carbon and enables the MET to reduce the density of the EPS foam in the helmet by 20%. The result is that not only do we not add weight by having the carbon cage, but actually we reduce weight. Now, MET claim that the carbon version, the 3K carbon, it weighs in medium, and I have a medium, 225 grams, whereas the normal weighs 250 grams. Now, for most of us, that 25 grams, isn't going to make any real difference to your riding whatsoever. However, let's just take a quick peek at what we've weighed this helmet to be. MET then suggests that in medium, and I have a medium here, that this helmet is 225 grams. So let's put it on the scales, and there we are, 221. So a company that's not exaggerating its claims at all. Very good. As I've just said, great, it's even lighter, albeit by 4 grams, and well played MET for that. In talking through the carbon element of the helmet, I mentioned safety, and this is a fully MIPS Air technology featured helmet. MIPS, for those that aren't aware, is the multi-directional impact protection system, and quite frankly I wouldn't be looking at any helmet that didn't have MIPS or its equivalent built into it. The boxes we want to tick then when we have a road helmet are that it needs to be safe. I think we've ticked that box. Fast and cool, and very often the fast and cool come in hand to hand. We can have a beautifully sculpted aerodynamic helmet with no vents. It'll be fast but not cool. We can have shed loads of vents and just a very light cage. It'll be cool, but it won't be fast, and it's striking that balance. So the aerodynamics of this helmet are pretty proven, and MET claim that it's 7% quicker than a normal rated road helmet in this sort of batch. Now, that's a difficult one to prove or to disprove. That's their data, and we don't know what they're comparing it with. What we do know, though, is a number of World Tour teams and pro cyclists wear this helmet, and they're very happy with it. So it is fast. It utilises, and it has 19 vents in this helmet, including the one in the top here, going over the top of your head. So 19 vents, and it utilises, from an engineering perspective, what's referred to as the Venturi effect, where in essence at the front, by the shaping, it draws in air, which then pushes out the exhaust tail, which is actually really nicely shaped, and pushes out the warm air from the back of the helmet. That rear of the helmet then has a very specific aerodynamic effect, both by the shaping and the pushing out of the air. Ultimately though, this could be the most fantastic aerodynamic vented safe helmet in the world, but if it doesn't fit you, then it's no good for you. And good news here. This helmet has what MET refer to as their safety orbital fit system, and they reckon it's their most adjustable yet. Well, clearly if they're saying that it is, they make it, and they've made previous ones. What do you get with that? Well, you get a two-step, what's referred to as occipital adjustment. Now, occipital is, the occipital bone is at the back of the head, and within the cage here we have two options that you can narrow or open the rear fitment. There's also a four-step vertical fitment in, and again, if I try to show you in the helmet and pick up my red pencil, in the back of the helmet here we have a four-step system where we can change the leveling of the cage and get the fit right there. Obviously then, bit like a lot of helmets, if not pretty much all helmets now, but MET's is really quite micro in how it can do it, but it has its, what they refer to as their micrometrical dial, which is the dial at the rear that we're all used to having, and you can probably hear it clicking there, tightening and loosening, and that's the one where just the back of the head and tighten it up and get it to fit just perfectly. In addition to this, we have MIPS Airlight straps, which, as they say, or by title, are pretty light, but they're also really comfortable and easy to adjust. If I just put the helmet on, and I've got, without being too tight, I've got the cage around my head fitting beautifully, and you can just see, I think, from there, I've got, it's the way the helmet sits within that cage and has that multi-directional torque absorption should you get into an accident. But it's a simple clip do up, and I can tighten that strap just simply by giving it a little pull, and it locks there. It just works really, really well. As with many helmets nowadays, there's also a really convenient sunglass holder built in, using the vents obviously. So if I just stick my sunglasses on, if I imagine I'm riding, what I like about this one is, for me, it does seem to be particularly straightforward to find. I've just taken my sunglasses off in one hand, my other hand is still on the bike, and I tend to locate one side first, then the other side, and just push them in. And there we are. Having said that, I prefer most of the time to put my sunglasses in upside down. I just find it more comfortable. And again, locate, push it in, and there they are. And I can feel the arms of the sunglasses against my head, so I know they're there. Just really convenient. I said at the beginning of the video I would also make comment about the Manta compared to the Trenta, which is MET's other aero helmet. And quite simply, the Manta has less vents, is more aerodynamic, but it's more aerodynamic in a head down position. So more of that sort of position than that sort of position. So if you're riding, generally speaking, this is my opinion, if you're riding normal road riding and you're getting down onto the bars, hoods, but then getting down, for the vast majority of people, the Trenta is going to be the helmet of choice. It really should be. If you are a sprinter and what's really important to you is that last bit and you head down, or maybe, and I must say, I wear this training on my triathlon bike, my TT bike, but maybe you ride your TT bike a lot and you don't want to wear a full aero, then potentially the Manta may well be the helmet for that job. However, I think for 9 out of 10 of us, the Trenta is genuinely the best option. Yes, the MET Trenta 3K Carbon. Safe, fast, cool. MIPS Air technology, carbon cage, safety orbital fit, 2x occipital variation, 4x vertical fit, plus the micrometrical dial. It's lightweight, it's aero, it's cool with its 19 vents, with brilliant exhaust function and aerodynamics at the rear, airlight straps, and even a sunglasses holder. What more could you want? If you'd like to buy this helmet, or for that matter the non-carbon version, another MET, or a number of other helmets, then I'll put a link to Wiggle in the description down below. If you use this link, you sometimes get some great deals, but also we get a tiny percentage of what you spend. You spend no more, and it helps keep the channel going. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please do give it a like, give it that thumbs up, and share it with your friends. If you've not yet subscribed, well, please click on the little round picture that's just down there. For more helmet videos, well, we've got the MET drone wide body up there and the Giro Foray up there. And for a little bit of more interest, down there, our latest vlog when we went to Vero to look at the Factor Ostro. Thanks for watching.